Over the past few weeks, I've been getting so many questions about this savings app called Chums. You've probably heard about it maybe from a friend on social media or even through their famous 52 weeks challenge. I'm sure Shaskia, something like that. So people are curious, and honestly, I don't blame you. Saving money can feel overwhelming, especially when you are not sure where to start or who to trust. So today, I'm breaking it all down for you. What is Chums? How does it work? Who's behind it? And most importantly, is it really safe? This is the beginning of a series of videos on different savings and investment products. So make sure to subscribe so you miss any of them, and let me know which other product you'd love to hear me talk about so that I prepare the same for you. Welcome to MoneyVersations. First, let us answer the big question: what is Chums? At its core, Chums is a mobile app designed to help you save and invest small amounts of money, but it's not just any app. It's built on the idea that saving is supposed to be easy and accessible and even a little bit fun. Whether you're saving for an emergency, a dream vacation, or just trying to build better money habits, so Chums comes with some tools to help make it happen. You can start with as little as 5 bob, and the app helps you grow your savings over time. But here's what really sets it apart: it uses something known as behavioral psychology, yeah, to keep you motivated while you're doing your savings. Think about reminders, social prompts, and even challenges that feel like games. So basically, they have features to trigger you to take steps. Sounds interesting, right? Okay, let's keep going. Now, I know what some of you are thinking: who's behind this app? Can I trust them? Great question. Chums is owned by a company called Moneto Ventures. It works with Nabo Capital. And again, this is where many get it wrong, by the way. Chums is not owned by Nabo, and neither is it Nabo. That's why the returns a client gets on Nabo MMF are not the same as what you get on Chums. Nabo is the fund manager behind it, and of course, Nabo is a licensed fund manager regulated by the Kenya's Capital Markets Authority, that is CMA. That means that your money is in safe hands. Nabo Capital has been around, by the way, for many years, managing billions and billions of shillings for individuals and both institutions, as in both individuals and institutions, and you get to enjoy the structure that Nabo Capital is protected with, and that is, we're talking about the trustee, the custodian, and stuff like that. So they've partnered with Kina Stanbic Bank, and you're their custodian, so your funds are protected and they are professionally managed. And in short, this isn't some fly by night operation. So it's very legit, regulated platform designed to help you grow your savings safely. Okay, so how does Chums actually work? Let me break it down for you, Kidogo. So what you need to do for you to get into this, you need to download the application first and install it. It's on Google Play Store and the App Store, yeah, Apple. So set your profile up. It takes a few minutes, and then you will need your ID and some basic information here and there. The next thing is to create a goal. Whether it's an emergency fund, you're saving for an vacation, or even a group goal with your friends, you can actually customize your savings plan. The next thing is to choose a challenge. The 52 weeks challenge is the most popular one, but there are several ones. Kuna ingine inaitwa mia kwa mia challenge, ya ingine ni envelope challenge. Okay, so the last thing is to start saving. So you can actually start manually or set up automatic rules to make it effortless, and that's it. The app tracks your progress, sends you reminders, and then rewards you with some interest. It feels like having a financial coach in your pocket as you go towards your goals. You get the vibe. Now let's address the elephant in the room: is it safe? I get it. When it comes to money, trust becomes everything. Here's what you need to know about Chums. Of course, it is regulated by the Capital Markets Authority. Si ati imekorogeka hapo hapo. So it has strict guidelines. Your money is managed by Nabo Capital, which is a licensed fund manager with a very good reputation. Funds are held in custody by Stanbic Bank. Yes, he's the custodian behind Nabo Capital. So you get to enjoy that by default. Then lastly, the app uses bank level security to protect your data and transactions. So while no investment is 100% risk free, but Chums has tried to take some very good steps here and there to help protect you and secure your money. And now, in my opinion, here is why Chums is resonating with so many people. Number one, it is the accessibility. So you don't need to be rich to start. You can start from 5 bob, I'm a 50 bob. Is there enough to get you started? Then second is those behavioral nudges. The app uses psychology to keep you motivated, like giving you reminders, yes, social accountability to prompts. And the third reason is the community like feature. You can actually set up group goals to let you save with your friends, your chamas or family. Yeah, making it a shared experience. Hiyo kitu inasaidia kidogo. Then there is transparency. You actually know exactly where your money is going and how it's growing and how far from your goal you are at any given point. So it's not just about saving money, it's about building confidence and control over your finances. Now, let's talk about one of the most important aspects of any savings platform: interest rates. How much can you earn with Chums and what are the conditions for you to get that? Let me break it down for you. So, first, Chums offers different interest rates. Yeah, haiko same kama tu money market fund. So depending on the type of savings or goal or challenge that you choose, you get to enjoy it. Like number one, they are normal savings goals. These are your regular savings goals where you can deposit and withdraw funds freely. Okay, they earn 6% interest per year, which is one of my biggest problems, by the way, considering the average inflation rate and what I'm getting with other money market funds. And lastly, they are perfect for short-term savings or emergency funds where you need flexibility. Then the second type of account are locked savings accounts. If you choose to commit your money for, like, say 6 months or 1 year, you can earn up to 8% interest per year. In this option, what is the catch, by the way? You can't withdraw your funds until your goal matures. If you try early withdrawals, it may result in penalties like losing some or all of your interest, the ones that you've accumulated to that given point. And lastly, this option is great for medium term. Yeah, kidogo, you give it some time. So for especially those who don't want immediate access. Number three, savings challenges like the 52-week challenge and the others. This one also earn you 8% interest per year. And as for the condition behind it, you must complete the challenge. For example, saving consistently for 52 weeks. Funds are locked until the challenge period ends, and early withdrawals may also result in penalty. Then, these challenges are designed to help you build discipline and hit bigger savings targets. Ile tuliongea about behavioral. Then there's the fourth type of saving goals that you can go for, and these are group saving goals. These are shared goals where you save with friends, yeah, or family for a common purpose. Hizi pia zina earn 6% per year, and there is no lock-in period for these particular ones. However, for you to access the money, all group members must agree on the withdrawals. So it's a team effort kind of thing. And now, a few important things that you need to note on this interest. First, it is calculated daily, kama tu money market fund, and paid monthly. So your savings is gonna grow faster over time. But keep in mind that interest earned is subject to withholding tax, that is 15%. According to Sharia Kenya, this is automatically deducted before the interest is credited to your account. Also, the interest rates are not fixed. They depend on the performance of the underlying investment that is managed by the NABO Capital. This means that rates could fluctuate based on market conditions. In other words, the return is determined by what they receive from NABO. If they are getting below 8%, for example, where do you expect them to get the rest to give you the 8%? You get it? You get it? So how can you maximize on your earnings? If you want higher interest, like that is 8%, go for the locked goals or those challenges. Just be sure you won't need that money before that goal matures, because hautapata. Remember to save consistently and avoid early withdrawals to avoid penalties and maximize your returns. So here is a practical example scenario. Let's say you save 10,000 in a locked goal for 1 year, which is supposed to give you 8% interest. Here is how it's likely going to be looking like this. So the total interest earned, it will be 800 bob before tax. So withholding ukichukua 15%, which is 120 bob, the net earned will be 800 take away 120, that is 680. So your total savings at the end of the year will be 10,680. Okay, And as we close, what are some of the cons, yeah, the demerits of going for this particular savings platform? Number one is limited flexibility for withdrawals, especially on locked goals. If you choose to lock your savings for a specific period, let's say 6 months or 1 year, you cannot withdraw the funds until the goal matures. This can be a disadvantage if you need emergency access to your money. Another one is penalties. If you try early withdrawals from your locked goals, you actually may incur some penalties, such as losing some or all of the interest that has been earned. Number two, the interest rates are not guaranteed. So while Chums offers up to 8% per annum, yeah, on interest on the locked goals and the challenges, but these rates are not fixed. They depend on the market conditions and performance and the underlying investments that are managed by Nabo Capital. This means that your returns could actually be lower than expected, assuming Nabo's rates went further south or lower. Lakini to this point, haijaenda chini than that. So number three is the fees and the transaction charges. Of course, the management fees, usually this is charged by the fund manager, and the net return that the fund manager gives is from where Chums charges a small fee from handling your savings and investment. And this is usually the difference between the return at Nabo and what they are going to give you as interest according to their terms and conditions. Yeah. So while this is standard for most investment platforms, the double kind of fee payment can eat into your overall returns, especially if you're saving smaller amounts. Next is the transaction fees. So depending on how you fund your savings, especially using the M-Pesa pay bill, there may be some transactions kidogo kidogo here and there that will reduce the total amount that you get to save. Now you know. Number four, dependence on mobile connectivity. Kumbuka hii ni app. So since it is a mobile app, it relies on the internet for you to get connectivity. If you are in an area with the poor network coverage ama hakuna internet, basi hizo prompts pia si utakuwa unaziona anywhere. Okay, so that will be making transactions a little bit challenging. Number five, limited investment options. You see now, Chums primarily focuses on savings and short-term goals. If you're looking for long-term investment options, like maybe you want to invest in stocks, real estate, ama bonds, this might not be the platform for you. It's more suited for disciplined savings rather than aggressive investment. And number six, easy behavioral challenges could be a challenge as well. While the app uses behavioral psychology to encourage savings, it might not work for everyone. Some users may find the reminders and nudges overwhelming, yeah, or intrusive, especially if they are not ready to commit to a strict savings plan. And number seven, risk of overcommitment. The 52-week challenge and other saving plans, they require consistent contribution. If your income is irregular or you face unexpected expenses, keeping up with the savings schedule could become a little bit stressful, yes, but this does not mean that because it has the cons as well, it is not a good thing. Just remember, like any financial decision, it's important to weigh the benefits against the limitations and make sure it aligns well with your needs and lifestyle. If you've used Chums before, I'd love to hear about your experience in the comment section below. So please drop a comment below and let's keep the conversation going. And if you found this video helpful, do not forget to share it with someone who might be wondering the same things kama hizo zilikuwa zinakusumbua as well. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, financial freedom starts with small but consistent steps. Mtu asikwambia ati usisave, whether it's Chums or another tool, the most important thing is to take action. See you in the next video.